darling Fumi Nation. We are back with summer colors, my darling. The Powerpuff t-shirt, darlings, is back for you. We have the pink and the yellow. You asked, my darling, and I said, why not? Available for you now. A lot of them have already sold out. A lot of you really love the colors. Don't worry, I'll bring it back. But I just live and love. I am wearing the pink, as you can see, the most gorgeous ever. And we have what is delayed, not denied in the back of them. We still got the white ones for those of you that still want them. What is delayed is not denied. We also have the powder blue. The powder blue was such a success. We still have some more for you, my darlings. So the pink and the yellow are the colors for summer 2026. And of course, for my dark girlies, we have what is delayed, not denied, the black. Our tote bags, which of course you can put into the pocket, and it's compact for shopping, for going to the gym. We also have the white, tangerine orange, as well as the powder blue, which, darlings, are absolutely fabulous, and you can take them everywhere. Compact, and then you have it on the out. Such fun colors, my darlings. And again, like I said, you have the big pocket on the inside, and that is what you use to fold in the bag. You're going to yoga, you're going to the supermarket, you're going away for the weekend, you want to put all of your beauty products in there, darlings, it's for you. Happy shopping, my darlings, and I hope you love the summer colors. All of my love. Mwah. Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? So we're going to get into the part 2 of Brandon Tatum's interview with the boys in Mississippi in relation to the passing of Nolan Wells. There was huge discrepancy about the phone call to Vicky. Vicky was the dispatch operator when it was picked up from Seattle. Let us listen to what the boys have to say.
How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles?
What is your thoughts on that phone call to Cito? Some people have gone out and done enhancements to the audio, and in doing that, created a transcript manually. It doesn't appear that the transcript was derived from an automated system or have any, in my opinion, real integrity with it. What are your thoughts, first, you guys, on the audio, and then I'll get to you, Ed, on could that be a defamatory area the way it was produced? So what do you guys think about that audio?
Well, I can go ahead and say that as you posted that clip of all of us on the boat, as it's rolling, not rolling, but right there sitting in the water, Wyatt's on the phone with Cito in that clip. I mean, he's on the phone. Wouldn't you think that you would have seen Nolan on the bottom on the floor or something, or scrambling around, or everybody in a small space on the boat looking at him or something? I mean, it's just so crazy to think that. Why would we call Cito if we have a dead body on the boat? I mean, why would we call the Coast Guard? Why would we do the things we did if we know we killed somebody? And then another following up on that is, why aren't we in jail yet? I mean, we're not geniuses. There's no way we could have done a murder. I mean, there's no way we could have covered it up, especially out there with that many people. Go ahead.
I think, especially about the Cito call, I think people, regardless of who it is going to believe what they want to hear. I think half these people, or not half these people, but some of these people you can't convince, regardless. They're going to believe what they want to believe. If they want to believe that my friends and I had something to do with Nolan dying, then they're going to believe that regardless of what you put out. But you put out, Brandon, that a clip of the boat when Wyatt was on the phone with Cito, and it is boldly clear that Nolan was not on the boat with us. You can literally almost see down to the deck. And as you can see in that picture, everybody is completely casual while Wyatt's on the phone with Cito. Yeah, we were scrambling around trying to get the boat fixed, but the guys were, in the video, you can see me, I'm sitting on the bow. if there was someone dying on the boat, why would everybody just be sitting there waiting to either get towed in or in the first place, like Jack said, why would Wyatt call Cito? It's crazy. The reason we turned down Coast Guard is, why would we call Coast Guard if Cito could pull us in? But we fixed the boat and we ran into Fort Bayou, and that's it. The Cito call was completely enhanced, and these people just want to believe what they want to hear. And that's exactly what they're doing. So it's just crazy to me that people have tried to twist this and twist the audio. When we came out with the first interview, it debunked half these lies, and now you don't hear about any of it. You don't hear about the pool party because it was on June 27th. You don't hear about anything else that was mentioned. Thousands of lies. And now, the audio comes back, and all of a sudden we can hear Nolan yelling in the background, screaming, we're screaming about how he's dead. That's just a complete lie. And it's another lie to push this narrative that people don't want to turn down. It's insane to me. I don't know what happened to Nolan. My friends don't know what happened to Nolan. But for people to come around and say, oh, this happened for a fact, and I know this, and there's no telling me otherwise, then that's just stupid. You have half these people that are saying all these crazy things on the internet, those lies have already been debunked. There's evidence supporting this is a lie. Like, why are you still saying this? These people just have no idea what they're talking about, and it's very clear because a lot of these people just speak without thinking and post stuff without thinking. But at the end of the day, it just looks really stupid on their page and whatever they're posting on. But it's just sad. Like, people really take the time out of their day to post a bunch of BS lies on a bunch of 19 and 20-year-olds who have never done anything to hurt anyone and, loved their friend. I love that man more than anybody. And, so did all of my friends. And it's absolutely horrible that these people want to come on and push this narrative that we had something to do with this or we killed our best friend. It's just sick to me, Brandon. That's it.
Anybody who sues.
Here's my issue. They are getting a lot of a negative press. I really sincerely, if I were the boys, I would not be focused on the court of public opinion. I would be focused really and truly, as a matter of fact, because I wrote it down so that I have the complete name here, the Jackson County Sheriff's Department. I'll be focused on them because they are making this difficult for you. Why? They've got two people, and your lawyer will say it as well. They have two people who allegedly they have that saw Nolan after you guys left. Why don't they release the names in order to exonerate you? You come from such privilege, you have no idea. You have a lawyer, you have family, your mother, Warren, is a judge, stepmother, your father is a doctor. He can put up $50,000 in a flash in order to get any information to quicken and fasten this Nolan Wells case. Black American men, you are feeling really truly what happens to them. There are a lot of incarcerated black men in jail that are innocent. I saw one here, I think he had just been released after 40-something years in jail. Because you will say to yourself, why is this happening to me? Perhaps because you have to wear the shoes of someone else, of a black American, and see how it goes for them. You're able to put up a give, send, go. You only wanted 100,000 initially. You've surpassed that. You're pushing now towards, I think, 164,000 to go. And you are so upset about how you are being treated in restaurants, what people are saying about you, about your friend. And let me reiterate, I don't know either way, guilty or not. I don't know any of that. But what I'm saying is that you have so much support financially, emotionally, and then you even have a platform who has 3.8 million on his platform to voice out your innocence or guilt. I don't know. That's the point I'm trying to make. But you didn't go down to the sheriff and say, you know what, we need these 2 other people to be out here telling us the full story of what happened to Nolan Wells. Because the story is following Nolan Wells. You happen to have gone there with him. He insisted on staying behind and you left without him. It does not remove the fact that you were still the last ones to have seen him, and Warren, you were the first to call Warren's mother. Warren's mother, who says, I don't really know you boys. You have to look at it from all aspects. Where is the proof? Where is the forensics from that boat? Had you come to this interview and said, we've got the forensics for the boat, for saliva, secretion of sorts, blood, we've got all of that, and it is absolutely nil. Okay, then we have something. But you want us just to take your word for it. It doesn't go down like that anywhere. You that you're sitting down there with your lawyer, ask him. It's not enough. And Tatum, I'm a little bit disappointed because I wish you had had a stronger, better interview. You didn't even have to go down to Mississippi. You could have just done a virtual meeting here and put it online. You didn't have to go down there because this is still giving me a waste of time. Give me something concrete. And again, the boys, you are pleading out to the court of public opinion of thousands and thousands of podcasts and content creators and YouTubers. Forget about that. Go straight to the source. And as far as I'm concerned, like I was saying, because I want to say it correctly, Jackson County Sheriff's Department. Go down there. Start there.
Anybody who sues Jax, Warren, or Morgan, they're going to end up paying our attorney's fees. Guaranteed. Any lawsuit, and I'm going to warn anyone right now, anybody who is thinking for 1 second about suing these fine young men, these good Ocean Springs people, you're going to pay their attorney's fees. You're going to lose. You're going to get annihilated. You're going to get crushed. You have nothing. And here's the beauty of it. We know you have nothing because we actually have the evidence. We know what happened. And I'll just say it like this. We have a pair of aces and you have 2-7 offsuit.
So with all the negative that's going on, obviously there's been positive that I've seen that have come y'all's direction. I felt like when Warren came out and did the interview the first time, of course, a lot of people decided to say a lot of negative things, but then there's a tremendous amount of people that were very supportive and thankful that they had a chance to hear the other side. So what are y'all's thoughts and feelings on the other side of this, where people have been supportive? You know, kind of what are your thoughts on that? What have you experienced in that area?
I want to start off and just say that has helped us tremendously through this. One, mentally knowing that there are people on our side that are here to help and want to help and are actually helping with the online stuff. And I want to say thank you to everybody who has made a video on the positive side of things and showing the actual facts and debunking a lot of false information and giving to the Gifts and Go. Yeah, that's another really big one. Thank you so much for that, giving to the Gifts and Go. That means a lot, more than you could ever imagine.
Yeah, Morgan?
I just want to say thank you to all the people out there. I mean, I personally went through and looked at all the, there's a prayer thing you can say a prayer on there. And I personally went through and looked at all the prayers, and I'm just really appreciative of all the people that I know that have our backs and have supported us through all of this. It's really helped us out.
Sorry.
Obviously I want to give the thanks to my friends and my family. Really appreciate it. I mean, it's hard to get by every day without having a group of people behind you. It's it really helps my friend and I's, especially like mental state, mental side of things, you know, knowing that we have a community behind us that is willing to stand for us and stand for the truth. And, you know, we can't thank them enough. Like, seriously, with, you know, like Morgan said, the prayers and just even the money and the gifts and go. It's just, it's a blessing from the Lord. And, you know, we can't thank everybody enough. Seriously, it's been more than enough. So
that was the gist of the interview. And again, like I said, it's not anything that we haven't heard. And again, like I said, go to the authorities. The authorities are withholding so much information that could exonerate you from this. As far as we are concerned, we are just observing like we would observe any case. The same thing we did with Shaquilla Robinson, the same thing we did with Ashley Janae, and there are more and more cases that will come after Nolan Wells. We are following Nolan Wells, and we are following you because we want to know what happened to Nolan. And if that makes you uncomfortable, then I wonder why. Give us all of the proof. It's not enough just to see. You have to prove it to us. Well, talking about proof, where you're complaining so much about what has happened to you and the hostility, but that goes also for Nolan's mother. Let's not forget that Nolan's mother also is going through hell and back, and yet she's the one that has lost her son. That's what is so mind-boggling to me. They have harassed her at her place of work. They have sent horrible mail to her home. She has to continue to be out here. Instead of her to be mourning her child, she has to raise the brothers and sisters. She has to continue to come out here and fight for justice for her son. She has to stand up every single day in the face of what is being thrown at her. Well, talking about being thrown at her, your lawyers went to the Don Abrams show, and this is what they had to say.
Let's go to Mo in Houston. Mo, how you doing? What do you got?
Hey, Dan, love the show. I appreciate you gentlemen for coming on as well.
Thank you.
A couple quick things. Was Nolan Wells, were there messages missing out of his phone? And the second thing is, photos have come out. They're saying that there were messages missing off of his phone. His phone was wiped. And another thing, there's pictures of, like with the modern day with people with cell phones or social media, there's pictures with adults on that boat. And one of the adults they're even saying is like an affluent crowd, judge, businessman. They were saying it's just kids, but they're adults there.
Right, but here's the thing that they're saying. I don't know who the they is, but go ahead. Tyler, you want to take this one? Or
yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. I saw a headline a few weeks back that said Ben Crump and the family is going to allow the Jackson County Sheriff's Office access to Nolan's phone. You know what I never heard? I never heard him follow through with that. I have reason to believe, and I do believe, that they have not cooperated with law enforcement. I do not think that they have turned in Nolan's phone. And I'm willing to bet my reputation on it. I don't think they've cooperated at all. They do not have Nolan's phone. They haven't had access to Nolan's phone. The Jackson County Sheriff's Department hasn't. So how can you say that there's text missing or there's photographs missing? Our boys had no reason to do anything with Nolan's phone other than give it back to Christine and her friends later that night. So anything about missing text messages or Snapchats is completely false.
This is the same sheriff department who could not get back to Christine and the family in relation to what was happening to Nolan Wells. This is the same Christine where they decided to wait it out for an autopsy and the throat tissue and lung tissue was missing. This is Christine who has to rally around to find out what happened to her son, to the point that she was able to GoFundMe in order for her to have her own independent autopsy because throat tissue, lung tissue was missing from the first autopsy. Can you imagine a family who does not have any kind of support at all for their loved ones? Can you imagine how excruciating this is, on top of the lies that they have to listen to? These two lawyers says he can bet on his own reputation that Christine has not handed over the phone. I tell you here and now, I wouldn't hand over the phone. I would look for a third party, an independent third party, to go through that phone, because I don't know what would happen if I hand over my son's phone, what I will get back. So here we have, just for pure transparency out here in these streets, we have A.R. Smith Law, Angel Myers, McLareth, Office of the District Attorney, 19th Circuit District, 310 4 Magnolia Street, Pasgolia, MS 39568. In relation to what? Nolan Wells. Dear Mrs. McLareth, please be advised that A.R. Smith Law, PLLC, has been retained to serve as local counsel for the estate and family of Nolan Wells. Moving forward, I'll be working alongside the legal team at Ben Crump Law in representing our clients and addressing matters arising from Mr. Wells's death. As the legal team has stated previously, including during our in-person meeting with the Wells family and counsel, we have been and remain ready and willing to cooperate in arranging a joint forensic inspection of Nolan Wells' personal cell phone. During that meeting, we specifically discussed having the examination conducted through the Digital Forensics Lab at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, as well as the possibility of FBI involvement in that process. Our position has not changed. We are prepared to coordinate a mutually agreeable date and have procedure for the examination of the phone. Accordingly, to the extent there has been any suggestion that we have been unwilling or have failed to cooperate with the investigation, we want to make clear that this is not the case. You also previously indicated that Dr. Mitchell would provide an opportunity to review the materials necessary for him to complete his autopsy review. We remain prepared to facilitate that process. Please provide us with the available dates and times for Dr. Mitchell to review those materials, along with any instructions necessary to arrange his access. We would like to move both of those matters forward promptly and remain available to coordinate with your office. Very truly yours. So as you can see, Christine, Ben Crump, that party, that side of the fence, not only are they willing to go through with the phone, they have receipts and they have communication to show that we are more than willing. The lawyers who have just come in, they might be a little bit jet lagged. They went to come and eat, have their fries and burgers before they got to the case, before they did any kind of research. They went on to social media shows to say, nah, I am absolutely certain that she has not handed it over. Let me ask you this question before I leave. Drop it down in the comments. Would you have handed over the phone without a third-party intervention to make sure that anything that is on that phone is on record and everything that's not necessary or doesn't pertain to this case will be kept intact on that phone? I'm just asking. Darlings, do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll see you what? I'll see you sooner than later. All of my love. Yeah, let us get ready for what? For part 3. Mwah.
ENITAN hair coach. I am UK's first ever hair coach and a trichologist. We are a team of trichologists and hair coaches here in W6 London, and we help those who are desperate and have tried and everything else has failed. We look after those who have chronic scalp concerns, flaky, itchy scalp that's been going on for many years. We help those that have hair loss that has progressed instead of improved, and we help those that just generally want to have a better understanding of better quality hair, length, volume, and reduce that dryness. Visit us by clicking.
I am so excited. I mean, talk about keeping it in the family. For those of you that don't know, I was a beauty queen. Yes, I was Miss West Africa 1990. Yes, decades ago. And then it's come back full circle with my beautiful niece Farah, who is competing to be Miss Alberta. I want you guys to sponsor, to support her. She has a wonderful support page. Please go right ahead and support her. Please, please, please. She is absolutely beautiful and amazing. I remember when Farah was born, and to see her now walking on stage and winning all of these beauty competitions just warms my heart. So I want to use my platform to spread the word out there. Please support my wonderful niece Farah and just click onto the link and give her all the support that you can. I will deeply, deeply, deeply I will deeply appreciate it. And Farah, congratulations. Congratulations. Well, you know you're my daughter anyway, because I don't have daughters. So you are my daughter. It doesn't matter who birthed you. You're my daughter. And I am so, so proud of you. Fumi Nation, this is the first. Yes, my darlings. The next generation doing wonderful and amazing things. And for Farah to walk out on these platforms and really follow in my steps, in my footsteps, I am absolutely speechless. And I want you to support her. Okay? All of my love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for everything. I love you guys. Mwah.